Imagine growing up with nothing. No kingdom, no army, not even enough food to survive. Now imagine that same person growing up to build the largest land empire in history. That's the story of Genghis Khan, a warrior who went from a struggling kid on the Mongolian steppe to one of the most powerful leaders the world has ever seen. But his life didn't start with power, it started with survival. Genghis Khan wasn't born with that name. His real name was Temujin. He was born around 1162 on the harsh grasslands of Mongolia. Life there was tough. Families lived in tents, hunted for food, and constantly moved across the steppe. When Temujin was only about 9 years old, tragedy struck. His father was poisoned by enemies. Without their leader, Temujin's family was abandoned by their tribe. Suddenly, they had no protection, no allies, and barely any food. Temujin had to grow up fast. Life only got harder. At one point, Temujin was even captured by a rival tribe and forced into slavery, but he refused to give up. One night, he managed to escape. Slowly, he began building alliances with friends and warriors who believed in him. Some joined him out of loyalty, others joined because they feared him. Over time, Temujin proved he wasn't just a fighter, he was a brilliant leader. For centuries, the Mongolian tribes had fought each other constantly, but Temujin had a different idea: unite them. Through strategy, battles, and clever leadership, he brought the tribes together under one rule. In 1206, the tribes gave him a new name, Genghis Khan. The title meant something like universal ruler, and he was just getting started. Genghis Khan created one of the most powerful armies the world had ever seen. His soldiers were incredibly fast horseback archers who could ride for days without stopping. They were disciplined, organized, and feared by enemies everywhere. Under his command, the Mongol Empire expanded across huge parts of Asia and into Europe. Cities that resisted were often destroyed, which gave the Mongols a terrifying reputation. But Genghis Khan wasn't just about war. He also created laws, protected trade routes, and allowed different religions to exist within his empire. By the time he died in 1227, Genghis Khan had built an empire that stretched across millions of square miles. After his death, his descendants expanded it even further, making the Mongol Empire the largest connected land empire in history. His influence helped connect cultures, trade, and ideas across continents. The story of Genghis Khan is a reminder that history's most powerful leaders don't always start with power. Sometimes they start with nothing and change the world anyway. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more amazing history explained in minutes. And tell me in the comments, which historical legend should we cover next?